online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Good afternoon, all of you Days of Our Lives fans, and welcome to AfterBuzz TV's DISHIN Days. Thank you guys so much for joining us live here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to our channel, and make sure you share it, all you admin and owners of all those Days of Our Lives groups. Let's keep our video being shared so that way we can get 3,000 views this week. And hoping to make those views just as high as his hair, please help me welcome one of the lovely co-hosts,
Mark J. Freeman.
And we also have my chocolate twin here, who is now a full-time co-host here. He is.
Yes. I am James Lott Jr. and I love you guys. Now I'm going to be here on here every Sunday.
Except for next Sunday.
Except for next Sunday. My sister's getting married. Sorry.
I won't be here next Sunday either. But
We'll talk about it.
But I'm on now. I'm on. Thank you.
yes, thank you for being on.
Yes, thank you.
And we also have a very special guest with us today, the ever so dapper, not drug dealer yet. He plays Kyle Southern. Mr. Michael Cordelle is
Hello,
here.
guys. Thank you very much for having me.
Yes.
Thank you for
Congratulations
coming
on
Thank you.
being here.
Yes, thank you.
More
Thank you.
frequently.
Yes.
Michael walked in and we all looked at each other
Yeah.
like, apparently we missed the dress code.
Sure did.
So thank you for making,
Making us
us feel
look like
messed
fools.
up. I mean, he looks like he just walked off the page of some catalog.
Yeah, exactly.
And I want to buy that jacket and shirt right now.
Well, I'm very appreciative, and so I dressed for the occasion.
Thank you.
I like that.
And then it'll be over and you'll be like, why the hell did I get dressed up?
We are appreciative too. Just imagine that we have on just as dapper of clothes
Nice.
as
I
you
did.
do.
I
Yeah.
did when I
Thank
walked
you.
in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. All right, so we're gonna get right into it because we want to make sure that we have time to chat with Michael. And now it's time to start
DISHIN Days.
Do it.
Flip
There we
it.
go.
There we go. All
Right.
right. He felt the pressure of having to
did.
turn the hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is. The first time, I can say, the first time I had to do it, it was very
Yeah, it's
nerve-wracking. Very nerve-wracking.
So-
I was just like, is it going to mess up my hair?
Mark, I don't think
A typhoon couldn't mess up
your
my
hair.
hair.
El Nino
Nope.
did not mess up
Nope.
your hair.
Nope. I'm working on a Twitter. I tried to use. We tried in the.
Yes, we were
We
trying.
were waiting earlier.
For your hair?
It's not.
Yeah.
It's. I'm still working on it.
She got a patent.
It should. It should be
I
insured.
believe in you, Mark.
Thank you.
Well, look at Michael's hair.
I
Well, run
know.
for your money.
He's trying to give me a run for my money.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I
It's-
would never
it's-
do that.
It's. I just rubbed off on him the month we lived together.
Oh, that's right.
The month.
You guys were roommates. You mentioned that
Yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, when he first came on to the show.
Well, those were my drinking days, though, so I don't remember a lot of.
Those were your
I don't remember that,
I
but
love those.
Are you still in them?
Remember that potted plant next to the couch? My vodka was and Stoli raspberry bottle. It wasn't
All right.
watering the plant.
listen, there's nothing wrong with that.
Most people have stashes of like food and stuff throughout the house.
No.
Apparently, you had alcohol.
No,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Speaking of people who have stash things to be hidden, let's get into Nicole, Daniel, and Eric's storyline.
Yes.
Can I step away?
No, you cannot.
I thought of you
have
now.
you have to talk about a Jonas today.
Yes, and I thought about you because when they showed the picture of when Nicole finds a picture of Nicole, Daniel, and Parker together.
Wait, who did what?
When Nicole finds a picture in the drawer of the three
I
of them.
dozed off, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I thought of
the
you.
drawer thing. Got
But I
it.
thought of you because I was thinking there will always be a Jonas in Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, always.
Oh, it's Parker. He's a Jonas.
No, I got that figured out. I'm taking care of that. I've already talked to Josh and Dina. Do you know Josh and Dina? The new writers?
I never met them.
Okay, I'll introduce you. We're working on that.
He's off to have a good friend in Hollywood.
Usually Tony rewrites storylines on Days of Our
Oh,
Lives.
I've got it. I'm completely rewriting the Jonases. Be glad you're not a Jonas.
Speak.
I'm making notes.
Pens in
Talk
his hand.
to Josh.
Nice.
And
Well, we should have rewritten this week because I'm usually all for proposals, but I was not a fan of the Nicole Daniel proposal this week.
Me neither.
What didn't you like about it?
Well, I felt like it was rushed. I felt like they...
Well, I don't know if you're aware of this, but last week they hated each other. Or Daniel hated her.
No. Ever since she got
like
out
every
of
other
the,
day.
Well, ever since she got out of the I keep wanting to call it incubator.
Heating vent.
The heating
vent.
Yeah, the heating vent.
Yes.
You know, he's realized how much he's loved her and all that. But before then, they have been like bickering back and forth. It's like, I don't want you to talk to me. Don't talk to me. But I love you. Oh, no, but you're still the same Nicole. So now this proposal is just kind of like, are you guys sure? Like, we were okay with you moving in. But
Yes.
the proposal,
It was dumb.
yeah.
I'll go on record saying that.
Well,
and I'll
it's also,
hashtag it
it's
later.
also very soap opera-like because she's really in love with Eric.
Yeah.
So, of course, why not get engaged to another man?
He just looked dorky.
There was something about his haircut that...
He just was. I get it. They wanted him to be like all cleaned up and in a suit and blah, blah, blah,
And it was to a fancy
whatever.
new restaurant, and it was kind of cutesy. The bread, and then
It was stupid. Hashtag stupid.
he's not buying it at all.
But wait, what about that famous saying in life? You don't know what you got until it's gone.
True.
And so,
I'm
it
so
was
glad you're
almost
not my
gone.
roommate anymore.
But
but it's true, right? Maybe.
true. But at the same time, let's move in together because I love you. Acceptable.
That's cool.
Okay.
Let's now get married because a month ago I wasn't feeling you, but now since you almost died, I'm okay with you.
I'll be in the chat.
I understand. I see what you're saying.
See, but
Yeah.
like, you know, and then there's this whole thing of like this unspoken love that Nicole obviously has for Eric
Yes.
that she wants to just kind of bypass
Yeah.
and pretend like she doesn't feel that way, but she does.
I agree with Sean. The whole thing is they haven't really built this relationship up in a way that we can really root for them.
Like they normally would on days.
Right, they
Like
normally would on
it's
days.
just always this slow build to where you're like, oh, the proposal happened and we're all for it. We're all rooting for it. We were rooting for it weeks ago,
Yeah.
and then it finally happened.
Well, and didn't he even say when the ring fell out with Hope, "Oh, I'm not going to do it right away. I just wanted to have the ring." Well, 2 days isn't waiting. FYI, Daniel.
You're so
Done.
mad.
I'm done. Carolyn agrees. She thinks I should talk to them about rewriting the Jonas.
Well, also,
And I'm sure Daquan disagrees.
well, also the big reveal
Yes.
was, and I don't know what it is in Salem with people eavesdropping.
Oh, Daquan agrees.
They
with me.
always do that.
Oh, that's a first.
Oh, wait, he agrees with you?
Yeah.
Oh.
He does. I don't like anything about Danicole.
Danica. Well,
Combined name. Danicole.
I get it.
like eventually they're gonna combine Kyle. and
Leah
Paige's
says
name to,
Danica
like,
sucks.
Cage.
Cage.
Yeah,
Pile.
it's gonna happen. No,
Pi-
Pile. Cage.
Cage.
Because that's where Paige should be locked up in.
In a cage.
Yeah.
But yes, they do eavesdrop, and they do a lot of eavesdroppage
Yes.
in Days of Our Lives.
And now Serena's eavesdropping, and she overheard Eric, who was about to confess,
Yes.
because he's in confessional. You saw this.
I did. How? How did she? She overheard him in the square.
That's-
Did she get to the church first? Plant.
I see. I don't know.
either.
See,
See, I didn't know that
that's
either.
either.
I even wrote down, I think, Serena eavesdropping, because I was like, I have no
Yeah.
idea what happened.
Yeah.
I was clearly getting pizza rolls.
Clearly, we would like to be proud sponsors of DISHIN Days.
We're trying. Hashtag pizza rolls.
But I don't know where her bug came from either, because Clyde already has one set in the DeMera mansion.
Right.
But we didn't know about Serena's.
No, not at
Like
all.
Serena was all of a sudden, she was just like listening. And I'm like, when did she plant something?
It threw me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I think it threw
Continuity,
everyone off.
people. Continuity.
But it was revealed that apparently Nicole and Eric were about to have making love
That's you.
in the incubator. I keep wanting to call it incubator.
The crawl space.
The crawl space. The heat wave.
The heat wave.
See, but we all thought that there was some love making.
Oh, yeah.
That happened. They just didn't show it.
Right.
They almost did.
Almost.
Well, they say they did, no?
Well, just now they did.
Yeah, just now.
But
Right.
this whole time it was like alluding to the fact that maybe.
Well, and was I the other one that had to rewind that 3 times to hear what he said?
Because he
I was
said
like,
it so low.
I was like, I can't hear what you're. I was like looking for my closed captioning so I can figure out what he said. Like, if it's kind of like important, I should hear it.
Yes.
That's kind of acting 101.
Yeah.
Sorry, Greg.
Maybe it was a moment. Maybe he was having
Whatever.
Okay. No.
Oh my god! So
I see where you were going with that, Michael.
Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong,
like
though.
it wasn't a reveal just yet. He was
Yeah.
just kind of in his actor mode, and he
Whatever.
just said something to maybe kind of throw you off before doing the reveal. It was a choice.
Thank you.
Bad
You're
choice.
welcome. See, and this is why
Bad
you're
choice.
on a hit soap opera, and Mark.
just grows his hair. Just grows his hair high. That's all he does. Yes.
This is not about me, Tony.
Oh wow! Oh my god! Where did that happen?
I want everyone to mark this day and this time.
At 10:25 into the show.
No, that's not the time. That's our countdown. That's up there.
Where Mark says it is not about him, and I want this clip to come up when needed.
Is there a commercial break?
Yeah,
No.
Give it 5
no.
more minutes.
Okay,
That'll
okay.
change.
But also, what happens is I love how they use like these kind of soap setups where like Nicole is reading the bridal magazine, she's all giddy,
She's
Yeah.
so giddy.
and Eric
And then
comes-
Eric shows up at the
so
door.
of course
Yeah.
at the door, and I love what she said to him. Well, I'm not your type. That was kind of funny when he was like,
Oh, to Eric?
To Eric, it was kind of not your type.
Yeah.
What is his type? Serena?
Ugh.
I guess.
Crazy?
Yes.
Serena was around this week, but I was I
Kind
the
of.
only one not really paying attention to her?
I never
Well,
did.
she, her and Eric kind of got into it. Her and Brady kind of got into it. She was kind of around everywhere. Her and Nicole got into it.
So she's still getting into it with
She's
people.
looking into it. And what's this with Eric? 'Cause apparently, everybody now knows they're engaged. Of the men like Daniel, they all know, and Brady. And Eric wants to throw him a bachelor party.
Throw Eric a bachelor party?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, why not? That's what you're supposed to do.
I mean, but it's Nicole. Isn't that kind of weird? Even though I know they're all kind of close. Eric wants to throw. I mean,
Well,
Daniel.
well-
I mean, it's kind of
Well, Eric can't reveal his feelings
right.
for Nicole. But yeah, it's weird because when he gave him the bro hug,
Right.
he had the look on his face to Brady like,
He did.
like I just told you that I loved her, and now he comes walking in saying he's engaged to her.
Right.
It's dumb.
Yeah,
I know. Very soapy. A lot of men this week. I was like a lot of man stuff.
I'm just like, I'm sticking to my guns.
Well, we'll see.
Well, I paid attention. I did. I paid attention.
You did. Well, we'll see how this story develops. Let's go into the chat room, Mark, and see what people have been saying.
Daquan's can't believe that I just said it wasn't about me.
But you what?
But
wasn't about me.
he's like he's
See?
agreeing with you, Mark. Like Tony said, got to mark this down in history.
Just saying.
No, Carolyn agreed. Several people are they're all agreeing that that Daniel and Nicole is just dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much the whole consensus.
So then let's go into...
And they agree with me.
Do they?
Always. They like my hair. They think I'm funny. It's, same old stuff.
This is the
big
part
deal.
where that clip comes back up. Where it says, "What about you?"
Oh, do we have air conditioning in here? What is going
I know.
on today?
I'm
Or
all
am I having a
chocolate, so
hot
I feel like
flash?
I'm about to
I'm
melt.
Miss
right there
Cordelle.
with you.
So what else happened this week?
Okay, so we have
Oh Lord.
we have Chad, Abigail. I kind of wrote Clyde, but I know it's Chad and Abigail basically. But Clyde figured
And then
prominently
Clyde
in the storyline.
lurking around the bushes.
Yeah, he was always again lurking.
All
Yeah,
week.
at the hospital, just like I want to donate money, and can you show? And Anne flirting with him and all this stuff.
Anne
Just-
flirts with
She
everybody.
does. Well, she needs some.
Did she flirt with? Well, maybe we haven't seen it yet. I don't want to ruin anything.
Who's this? I'm sorry.
Anne.
And
Bill
is
Bauer.
the one in the
Bill Bauer.
hospital
She wears wrap dresses.
She has the wrap
with
dress.
the curly hair.
I'm
There was
guarantee you
two,
she
no?
was
There
wearing a
were-
wrap dress that day you were there.
There was two women that frequent the hospital.
Well, her and Jen,
Well, yeah,
probably her.
there's a lot of
or
people
not
that
Jen,
frequent
Jen
the
Lily.
hospital.
I was gonna say, Teresa.
Yeah, no.
She was in a wrap dress, guaranteed.
Yeah, wrap dress every
no,
time.
no.
Michael doesn't know what a wrap dress is.
He lived with me for a month. He's seen my whole other wardrobe.
Again, Michael doesn't know what a wrap dress is.
Your other
Hey, listen,
wardrobe.
I enjoy fashion. I do know what it is.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, I will not take that away from you.
Clearly,
But it's-
he enjoys fashion.
No, but to answer your question, I did not have any scenes with her. I wasn't in the hospital ever.
Oh, funny.
I didn't get hurt.
You get
Well,
hurt.
that's good to know.
That's good. That's good. That's good to know.
Spoiler alert.
That's good.
Not really. I just didn't get hurt.
But basically, Clyde's trying to figure out. Just figure out that Abby is pregnant.
Yes.
I love that he Googled how to look up for
The
pregnancy.
EU search.
Yeah, but it's kind of
search.
how to find out when you get to get a pregnancy test. So it's 8 weeks apparently. You have to wait 8 weeks.
Yeah, so in a couple of weeks, she's going to find out whether Chad or Ben is the baby daddy.
Yes.
I found it creepy that he was able to slip back into the house while she was in the shower
And look at the
everything, and then get out just in time before she came out of the shower. To which
It was a quick girl shower.
yeah.
By the way.
Listen, I don't think any girl should take a quick shower, but that's besides the point. But am I the only one that had this thought of like when she came out of the shower? I was like, you didn't take a shower because you don't look post shower. Was I the only one that thought that? No.
Well, I will say this. I did notice as she was going into the shower, she started wrapping her hair up.
Which means
so
she
I don't
wasn't
think she was washing her hair.
Okay.
Which is
I think that
fine.
was kind of the point.
That takes time.
So
fine.
if you're
she
not,
wasn't
if
a
she-
rush.
If she's not washing
Yeah.
her hair, then it shouldn't take that long.
Okay. Well, anyway.
It did seem short.
Well,
I did
listen,
see
he
what
was
it is.
able to go through her phone, which I don't know anyone that doesn't have a password on their phone, and was able to look at the prescription
Right.
and take a picture of that.
Right.
He's a professional.
Yeah.
Clearly. I wouldn't want him snooping around my house.
He is
my
leaving the
doors.
show though now.
Hey, what?
Thank God, he's leaving the show.
Is there anyone on this show that you like?
Yeah.
Billy Flynn.
You're not on it. Oh, Billy
Billy
Flynn.
Flynn.
We get it.
What was
and
Billy Flynn like? Let's cut to the chase. You didn't meet him.
No, I did not. Listen, everybody was great. Really, they all were very
Billy was
sweet.
the nicest though.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, for going along with that. You obviously know him quite well. Quite well.
But I thought interesting about this storyline was that Chad and Marlena had lunch.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Remember,
they
when
did.
she asked him to lunch. I was like, did you ever have scenes together? I
Well,
was
you
kinda
know
like,
what is he did tweet out a couple things a couple months ago about working with Deidre and stuff. So I knew,
Oh, you knew,
like
okay.
when I saw him, I was like, oh, I wonder if this is what
Okay.
was that day, because he was like, loved working when they took a picture together and they tweeted it out and stuff like, loved working with this guy.
So it was interesting. I thought, oh, okay. I mean, sure, why not? I mean, but she was like, come to lunch with me and let's talk. And how you feeling? I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I also think she feels indebted to him for like.
She says that too.
Yeah, she says-
her
yeah.
life
That he
from
saved her life.
Yeah.
Stefano.
That's something Billy would do. I mean, Chad. That's
Yes.
just how he is.
And they brought up Chad's dead daughter, Grace.
Grace. Yeah.
Which someone posted on our Facebook page that they weren't aware of the connection that Chad had
yeah.
with Grace.
That was Maya.
Mia.
Mia.
Mia,
Mia.
yes.
But Sammy.
that's-
Potato.
Yeah. Well, it was Mia's baby, but remember there was a baby switch.
Yeah.
And so Sammy
Me-
thought her baby
baby.
had died, but it was actually Mia's.
Yes.
Welcome to soaps.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I don't even think you were born yet.
But it's a great
So
story.
you're
It was a great storyline, and also I know recently before Sammy, when the new Chad came on, they had like a brief little scene. I was like, oh, that's right. They do kind of get along. They have that whole Grace connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a sad. She was with Rafe when she was married to Rafe. It was a sad story.
That was.
Yeah.
She bawled her eyes out.
Oh my gosh, she did. I'm like, yeah. So anyway,
But now we're all just anxiously waiting to figure out who the daddy is.
We
Who's
know
the daddy?
We know who
Who
the
do you
daddy
think?
is.
well,
I know who it is.
So you know.
You know.
It's Chad.
You think? Who do you think?
Chad. It's Chad.
Yeah, I think
you
it's
can
Chad.
say it.
Yeah, I think it's Chad.
You can say it.
It won't be bad.
Michael, who do you think the baby daddy is?
I think she wants it to be Chad.
Yeah.
But for it to serve great TV, it's going to be
Ben's?
Ben's.
I'm with you on that one.
Oh, and
Wait.
get with
No,
Chad.
it's not. It's Chad.
I don't know.
Or
back and
it could
forth.
be an unfortunate.
Don't forget, I know Dina and Josh.
That's right, you do, and you know what? You're right, Mark. It's Chad's. It's
See,
Chad's baby.
You're great because he just doesn't. He's like, I just don't have time. Whatever you want to think, it's fine. I'll tweet out my thoughts later. That's how. Michael, you're all right.
Thanks,
all right,
Tony.
Lena.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man.
You guys stop bonding.
Stop bombing.
Speaking of Michael, so that we can plow on through, let's go into this JJ Page Kyle storyline.
And I thought of you.
dun, dun.
I thought of you because there was
Kyle? Who plays Kyle?
some dude.
Oh.
Some dude.
I haven't.
he kind of looks like you.
Really?
A little
Yeah,
bit.
Similar.
a little bit.
Similar.
A little bit.
He doesn't dress like you,
A
though.
lot of
No?
No, he
similarities.
doesn't dress like you
Okay,
at all.
cool.
Yeah.
No, but a little bit. Like when I saw that you were coming on today, I thought to myself, now that is Kyle.
Yes.
Right there.
You get that a lot.
Can you take note of this?
I guess I'm the secretary now.
Come on, Mark.
For God's sake.
No, but I
So
thought
wait, why
of
did,
you
why did you think of me?
because there was a Maxine scene.
Was it? I know. My mama was in there.
Your mama was there.
Not my real mom.
Right.
But
Oh, this we got to tell.
Oh, I got excited.
well, see, there's a whole campaign
That Tony
for-
started.
Well, it's out there now.
I mean, it's not about me, but
Right,
it's what it is. I would like to be on Days of Our Lives one day and come from the background into the forefront. So I started hashtag Maxine's son so that I can play her son.
Smart.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
See?
And they had a
Pioneering.
Yes. I'm trying to get this over to Dina and Josh to kind of let them know of the idea.
You know that, Mark.
I wasn't aware that he was so close to them.
We didn't know.
So
We didn't know. We
That's
didn't know.
why I say these things out loud in hopes that he's taking notes.
Listen, they were roommates, Dina. 10 years ago.
Most of my roommates are on Days of Our Lives now.
Well, maybe I should come live with you
You wanna
for a
live
month, so
with
that
me?
way
Yeah, exactly.
I can get on
I
days.
have an Irish guy living with me right now, so until he moves out.
I'll wait.
But I have the Lorraine room. You can sleep in there.
Lorraine room.
No. That room is too crowded.
You got it. Mhm.
Although there's enough fabric to use as a bedroom.
There is. Plenty.
So with that scene that you mentioned, like Maxine was trying to figure out why Paige was so upset with Jennifer because she doesn't know.
Right.
Why.
I missed a lot this
And
week.
she also talked to Jen a lot too.
You need
'cause-
to stay away from those pizza rolls.
Yeah,
then.
And I was good. I was actually pretty much watching them day by day each night.
Yeah.
But I guess I was just drifting away.
Yes, but Maxine was talking to Jen too. And they were talking to her about the whole JJ situation and all. And she felt bad about Paige. She felt like she hurt her.
Maxine?
And, no, Jen did. Talking to Maxine.
Oh, yeah.
Then talking about how she's not taking a job at the hospital. That's
Yeah.
what she did.
And she's the only candidate.
the only candidate. And so, because Jen, I mean, she did lie and stuff and keep things secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's Paige's choice, obviously. But she talked to Maxine about it, and it was like good to see homegirl out there and
They
being
need to have
strong.
Maxine more. So
They
that
do.
They can bring
More
in
Maxine.
Maxine's son.
But you guys actually had, you and, oh my God, Paige had she wanted to get to know you this week.
Yeah.
Wanna know.
Little date with Paige.
Yeah.
I actually, you know what I actually have to say? I actually really liked the cover of when she said, "What do you do for a living?" And it was like, "Oh, I'm a detective." Like I just thought it was
Oh,
cute.
yeah.
Like we talk
agent.
about this all the time. Sometimes they
agent
say
spy.
stuff that's
Yeah.
so stupid.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
actually was cute
Yes.
Yeah.
and fit,
Yes.
which is rare.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, if Paige, if getting with Kyle would make Paige less angry, I'm all for it.
Yes.
Sarah in the chat room was asking what your first impressions were of working with True
O'Brien.
and Casey.
Very committed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everyone on that show is very, very committed. It's a very well-oiled machine. You show up, you do your job. Everyone's on time. Everyone knows their lines. So it was a treat.
And do you have a preference of whether he ends up with Paige or Bev?
Okay.
Without
JJ.
giving anything away. Yeah, JJ.
Do I have a preference?
Do you, Michael? Not Kyle.
Do
I don't
you,
care
Michael,
what-
take?
I don't care what Kyle thinks.
Well, I mean, kind of. Me, Michael has to adopt Kyle's thoughts, and I don't want
Okay.
anyone coming
Ah.
snooping around my backyard.
Sweet.
You know what I'm right?
I
Yes,
get you.
right,
right?
I get you.
Chivalry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chivalry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, because, I mean, your character is being very chivalrous throughout this whole courtship with Paige.
While he's carrying
Yeah.
around
Well,
a gun.
I just think
Right,
he's,
hit a gun.
Just FYI.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
but that's to protect her.
Is it to protect her or
Hold
to
on,
protect
let me
you?
put on my boots
No.
for the move. I gotta walk through now.
The
No,
low-key drug
Okay,
dealer
then why
saying-
was
I
your
just-
hand on the gun when you were talking to JJ?
In case he messed up, I was with you. I was like, in case some things happen, he was ready.
Listen, you know what? My tight.
That's right.
Tight here.
Right.
No, I think that comes what you said, chivalry. I think Kyle is older mentally,
Yeah.
so he treats her differently, speaks to her differently. He has an agenda for
Yeah.
sure, but I don't think he's willing to be careless and reckless about it.
Yeah.
Where if he was maybe 5-6 years younger or just less experienced,
Yeah.
he maybe would have effed up already and someone else would have got hurt. I think he's orchestrating and he knows what he's doing. Not to mention, you don't work for Clyde if you don't kind of know what you're doing.
Listen, I'm glad somebody's working for Clyde because we are not convinced that Clyde is like a Stefano or a Victor yet, but he's supposed to be like
Strong
one of
and
those,
powerful. And,
So Daquan, I just have to read what Daquan's saying
what did Daquan say?
about you or Kyle. He says, stop in all capital. Paige has no chemistry with anyone. Don't pair poor Kyle with her. She is so annoying. Daquan, how do you really feel?
Listen, Paige
Be nice, Daquan.
See, I told you. What I tell you about?
Be nice.
I warned him about you before the show, Daquan.
Paige is hurt
yes.
but
Angry.
but I feel like at this point she should kind of be over it.
Yeah.
But she's also a young girl.
Yeah.
In real life, young girls don't get over things. I mean, it takes an 18, 19-year-old. Her character's age is
like 18,
freshman in
19.
college.
Yeah.
18,
Okay, since I'm the closest to her age, let me talk on this for a moment.
Okay.
Shut his mic off, please. That's all lies.
He's
Shut his mic off.
You were you were her age back in what 1920?
hey.
Picture it, Sicily, 1927.
Picture it, Lorraine, Ohio. Before the big tornado.
That's good.
No, but I think when you can look at it and say, oh man, again she's upset, but in real life, a young girl doesn't get over. JJ just didn't.
Carol
he didn't just say
she's hurt, angry, and obsessed.
Well, he didn't just say to her, I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm moving across town or something.
Yeah.
He lied to her, slept with
her mom.
her mom, not her.
Her hot mom. Cassie Pie was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, come on, Michael. Come on. You know she's hot.
It's
That
very
actress is beautiful.
beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So he
But I think that's where her choices and come from, and the character of Paige is deeply hurt and may never get over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, listen, but
we're over it, but yeah.
I mean, at some point,
I do understand that too.
Okay.
Well, thank God for Kyle because maybe she'll get over it or something, or take up a room at the Salem Inn. And
I was just
work
gonna
out that
say,
aggression.
at least maybe they can bang it out of her.
Yeah.
With a hammer?
That would yes.
Yes, a hammer, right?
You say
bring
potato,
the-
I say potato.
That's,
Okay, yeah.
It's a hammer of sorts.
And then also,
This is PG.
yeah, that side table is
It's like the juggernaut. Kyle's ulterior motive.
yeah.
He's like, yeah. Okay.
X-Men fan?
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah,
I mean,
I do. Yeah.
I know very little about X-Men. Storm, Jubilee, Cyclops, Wolverine.
Juggernaut.
No idea who that is.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's the man.
He's like,
Well, I'm just gonna say something because people are kind of arguing about this right now.
Yes.
When we're talking about Paige, we're actually talking about Paige the character.
Oh, yeah.
We're not talking about.
We're not talking about True.
Yeah,
No,
and
no,
that's what
no.
they're all kind of.
No. Yeah.
They're kind of everyone in there is kind of going at it about it. Like when we're talking, like it's the whole. Like, we go back to the whole thing with Molly,
Yeah.
Melanie.
Oh, yeah.
I loved Molly. We had a fantastic time
Yeah.
when we were here.
But you don't like Melanie.
I'm glad she's gone.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have nothing against her.
Yeah, we're
I
not.
just
Yeah,
didn't like
Yeah,
Melanie.
please. Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Don't like any Jonases.
we can decipher the two. Like, Michael's not here to sell us drugs.
You're not.
No, I'm
I
not.
want some Xanax. Can I get some Xanax? And I'm like, bye, thanks. Thanks for watching Days.
Guys.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Guys, what are you doing?
I didn't even say it this time, just for the record.
I mean,
Yes.
just
Right.
deciphering between
We know the
characters and real
difference.
people.
Business. It's all business.
Yes.
Yeah.
We know the
It's all
difference.
business.
Sure.
Business.
Deidre wants a hashtag bang bang bang.
No, but she. We're not talking about any.
No. That's
of
not
that
personal.
not true.
Yeah,
not
we're
true
never
nor
talking about
Casey.
the actual.
Yeah, no.
They really were sweet people to.
I'm sure.
Sweet actors to work with. Really.
Yeah. No, they're both great. But speaking of Casey, who plays JJ, we're going to talk about JJ now so that there's no confusion. He finally decides to go undercover
Yep.
The DEA.
to take down Kyle and Clyde.
Just Kyle. He doesn't.
Well,
That's true. They
well,
don't know
yeah,
about
it
Clyde.
really
Oh,
goes on.
right,
He doesn't know
right.
about Clyde,
Right.
but it's all about you. And the only reason why he's doing it is because Kyle is messing around with Paige.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
one-sided.
before he was like, nope, I'm against it. Nope,
Right.
I don't want to do it. Nope,
Mm-hmm.
nope. And then lurking behind the bush.
And he saw you
lot of bush
guys
lurking.
kissing. He saw you guys kissing too at TBD.
Yeah.
He did
It was
see
a kiss
that,
on the cheek.
but it didn't
Yeah.
matter. It was still a kiss.
Oh, and I was gonna say, I'm
that was good.
so glad you mentioned that because I was gonna say to you, I wrote down in my notes, you got the soap opera neck grab down.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, way to go, Michael!
Well, I think that
And your acting coach, Casey, Carrie's
Carrie
watching. Sorry, Carrie, I just butchered your name.
Carrie Anderson.
Anderson.
Thank you.
He taught you well with the neck. Do you
I
notice
love
that
it.
only
No,
on
yeah,
soaps?
Oh, yeah, only on soaps. No, I
If
love
I
that.
grab my husband's
wait,
neck and be
oh.
like, are you choking me? What are you doing?
Only on soaps, but prior to that, it was in the classic films.
Yeah,
you know,
there
the
was,
Humphrey
in the 40s,
Bogart
yeah.
days,
Yeah.
James Stewart days.
That's true.
Look at you.
They,
Cardell's taking it back. Old
Classic
school style.
man.
you know what I mean?
Classic.
Chivalry.
That's true.
Although I loved Paige's reaction to the kiss because she was just like, oh. and I mean, is it weird that like I was right there with her? 'Cause I wasn't expecting like a kiss, or
Right.
if the kiss was it going to be on the lips, was it going to be on the cheek? So like right as I was like, oh, and she was having so it was like everyone was just like, except JJ, who did not like.
Oh no,
it.
he did not like that at all.
He wasn't. He didn't do that.
No.
He didn't do that at all. No.
not-
He went
do
into
that.
the back room and took his shirt off.
Yeah, that's right.
He did.
That's what he did.
Okay, and Paige, if you don't want to talk to JJ anymore, stop following him.
Yeah.
I don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started. If
just
one more
saying.
person says I don't want to talk to you, but then follows them around
Yeah.
the town
Right.
square,
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot somebody in the face.
Yeah.
Because it's just dumb. I'm so.
How do you?
I'm very.
But how do you really feel?
I know.
about it?
In the
I
face,
know.
you said.
Right.
In the
I know.
face.
Right.
And I love that Paige said to you that you were. You might be a bit of a bad influence.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, a bit.
A bit.
A bit.
A bit.
Yeah. So
Sometimes you have to break the rules, right?
yeah.
Yes, of course. Rules are made to be
To
broken.
find your way.
I didn't break rules until he moved in.
We don't believe that at
I
all.
don't-
I was
yeah,
in
that-
church
that's a-
every Sunday. I was praying to baby Jesus.
It's not nice to create all those lies in front of all of this electrical stuff that's underneath us. Because if you go down, I don't want to go down with you.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm
Oh,
interested.
they're calling it cage.
See, that's what I said.
He did
Cage.
say that.
Cage.
See?
He did say that.
I
prior
said
to
that right
this.
before.
Cage.
So
I
look,
like that.
I'm all for Cage, but
Hashtag.
it's on. Kyle is almost kind of like a JJ 2.0 though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I can be okay
Oh,
with.
yeah, that's
It
fine.
depends on how they
I don't know
develop
what that
Kyle.
means.
Well, like JJ was kind of the bad boy drug dealer.
Right.
Okay.
Kind of, he was more on the reform side when him and Paige met. And Kyle's character kind of reminds me of that JJ, but like older.
Gotcha.
Like if JJ was still a drug dealer, but smoother,
Right. He wasn't smooth at all. He wasn't smooth.
that would be you.
Okay.
Yeah. Not you as in Michael, but you as in Kyle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
right,
I just want
Gotcha.
people to make sure that,
This is Michael.
that we all know the difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll see how that whole storyline develops. We're gonna get through some quick tidbits in our segments because we want to keep talking to Michael more about his time on Days and his thoughts and how he got the role. And the only reason why I want that question is because I want to figure out how I can get on there. So really quick, the divorce is finalized with Adrian and Justin.
That's the fastest divorce on earth.
I
yes,
know.
but
Like, hello.
they're all having whatever reactions about
Right.
it.
So you know what I was thinking too about all these because all these storylines are kind of like wrapping up and
Yes,
stuff
they are,
because the
yes.
new rating stuff is coming on. I'm curious if it's actually like I wonder if when the new ratings came in they said we're going to go back and we're going to retape. I wonder if they changed anything.
I don't
I
think
wonder
so.
if that
no.
was possible.
Is that possible, you think?
I don't think so because I feel like Days is on such a tight schedule
And so far in advance,
that I don't think they
Yeah.
can go back and say, okay, let's fix this.
Okay.
Would you agree, Michael?
Yeah. No. I don't think they can. They don't have the.
Yeah. I think once it's taped, it's taped.
Okay.
But like they now just have to.
I'll ask Dina. And
They'll
Josh.
dedicate time though. I mean,
I'll talk
Yeah.
to them.
it's happened where a because there's different directors.
Yeah.
You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
alternate. One director maybe has a different vision about
Right.
this particular storyline, so they'll spend more time on that.
Mhm.
And then you'll have less time to do
Yeah.
Yeah.
someone else's scene.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because they start at a certain time, they end at a certain time, Monday through Friday.
They do, and they go
But-
quickly.
But they do it, but they make the days too, which I was very blown away. of how, I mean, it is down to
Very
the science.
clean.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Nice to be a part of that.
I'm always curious as
I
to
know,
what
what's he
Mark
writing?
is
What's he writing?
He has like the secretary.
Don't worry about me.
Oh, yeah, so they're divorced. So I guess we can go forward on that, obviously, right?
Yeah, and then the whole thing with Doug and Julie
Came back.
just to talk to John and Marlena.
From
They only come
Cozumel.
back to talk about their cruises.
Yes.
Can we just...
They came back from Cozumel.
Let's just touch on that.
At least they came back from the cruise. They could have just had them just
And
continuing
I'm
sailing
surprised
around.
they were never on any of these cruise ships that tipped over. I mean, for as many times they're on a cruise ship.
No, they're on. They stay on one boat and they just keep going. It's like, where are we going this time? We're going to Bermuda.
You
Perfect,
know,
let's go.
Julie years ago was on that cruise of deception. That whole thing.
that's
And
right.
I was thinking, I would go on a boat after that. That whole experience.
Well,
But yeah, they
apparently
talked to John.
Titanic?
Yeah, exactly. Right. The Titanic. Aww. Susan Seaforth Hayes. He doesn't mean it at all. We love you.
You are awful.
But they talked to John and Marlena about the relationship, kind of. We got a little update on John and Marlena. We
Yeah.
don't see them together at all.
and how they were building, and then the awkward kiss that
Yeah, I know.
they had them do.
Yeah.
They were almost like parents. You know
Yeah.
how parents are like,
was-
oh, look how
yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
it looks.
Yes,
Oh, like,
exactly,
do
yes.
it, do it,
Yeah,
do it. Like,
yeah.
that's how they looked. Yeah.
Completely.
So that's the only reason why I wanted to bring that up. Really quick, Will and Sonny finally have friends
Yes.
that are gay.
Yeah.
Yes. But we asked
The
for that.
other
We
gay
asked for
people
that.
they've been hanging out with.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Basically. Derek.
Will invited Paul and Derek to like come and join
Now,
them.
there
and
was a
have
picture online of
Christopher Sean.
Paul kissing. I couldn't tell though. Was that Will or was that Derek?
I don't know.
On the
I
bench.
haven't
I didn't see
I
it. I didn't
couldn't
see
tell.
it
If
either.
anyone in the chat room
Yeah, tell
knows
us.
and you want to tell me, that would be fantastic.
And I just want to briefly mention one little tidbit. I kind of like that Paul, Brady were bonding over Tate.
Over Tate, yeah.
And John kind of later on was talking. It's like the whole black family, the males are coming together.
I was about to say, what do you mean
I
by
know,
black?
black family, black family. No black
What do you
families
mean? What do you mean by
coming
the black family?
We're not there yet. But no, it's just kind of cute that they all kind of, there's all these, I said a lot of male bonding this week, a lot of men this week. On
Yeah,
subs.
well, especially with that basketball game.
Yeah.
That, you
Yeah.
know,
Well, there's more gay characters. Oh, I went there.
but you were by yourself. So, so that was your week of days.
Oh, one other thing.
Yes.
Was the ridiculousness of when at the end of the week when JJ ran the office and took his shirt off. Like,
Yeah. We briefly talked about that.
oh,
You
we
were-
did?
Yeah, you were
Might
probably
have
in the
been.
chat, but
Might have been.
but Michael brought that up, and
did,
that
actually.
would have been the time to say, I didn't like that at all.
It was
So
the segue was off of me doing what you very much championed when I grabbed the page.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, but
no
that
one
was-
liked it.
yeah,
or
well,
everyone liked it
but
but
didn't
JJ. And I said, well, yeah, he ran into the back room and took his shirt.
yeah, it was dumb.
now insert your.
But he's
comment.
changing.
But it was dumb.
But he was changing
dumb.
for work.
It was dumb, but
He was
It's-
changing for work.
It's dumb.
in the same offices of Hope and
Yes,
Oh, right.
exactly.
The one office-
Everybody's
the one
office,
office,
they
the
keep changing the
one
paintings on the
office.
wall.
and pillows on the chairs. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, it was Derek that he's kissing, I guess. on the
Oh,
bench.
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
well, finally.
Thank
Well,
you.
maybe we can get another
Thank
gay
you,
couple
Jessica
in Salem
Robb.
so that the two people won't keep fighting over this
Yeah.
anymore.
Ugh, I agree.
So now, since that's been your week of days, it's now time to go into our part of the show that we love, and that's our segments. And we're going to start with mine, and I'm going to give out the 3 Snaps Award. Now, I didn't know whether to give the 3 Snaps Award to the bush in the park that everyone seems to be after, or there was something else that I wanted to give the 3 Snaps Award to. But then I actually decided my 3 Snaps Award very early on Monday. And I'm
I love
gonna
when
give-
I get my quote of the week on Monday, too.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, good.
Done.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, I decided to
Doesn't
give
happen
it
often.
to the most fashionable girl in the world. Not you,
Oh,
but to little Ariana. She looks so
oh she did
cute
look.
was
She
in the
does
park.
look
Yes.
dashing.
And I actually took a screenshot of it so that you guys could see how she looked. First of all, this is like a little Sierra in the making. I feel like.
Oh yeah. I agree.
It's
there.
Oh.
So look at her. She has on her sunglasses, her hat, and her little dress, and she's like, I'm
working it out.
I'm
I
with
have
my
that same
grandfather,
dress.
and we are in the park, and what are you doing here? Like, that's how I feel.
I love your glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, little Ariana Grace, she gets my official 3 Snaps Award for
That's
that.
cute.
Although I
Aw.
almost gave it to the bush.
To the bush.
The
The
bush.
bush in the
It's a
park
tough
that everyone
decision.
It was really tough.
Ariana Grace or the bush.
Or the bush. Yeah.
Yes.
On behalf of Ariana Grace, thank you
You're
for
welcome.
choosing the bush.
You're welcome. So now we have our new segment on how people are related in Salem, and that is brought to you by The Quiet Storm, James Lott.
Hi, everyone. Of course, on Look Who's Related, I take two people who are on the canvas, and I show you how they are related. Because on soaps, everyone's related somehow, and sometimes you forget who actually really is. And this one was kind of fun. It gave me a little giggle to do this one, and it's kind of timely, too, because I love both of these characters. My Look Who's Related today is Sierra Brady and Xander Cook. Look at that. I think
They
it's
look
just,
alike.
They kind of look related.
Put a pink bow in Xander's hair.
Make him smile, maybe it could work. Okay, so here's the deal. So follow along with me. Okay, Michael, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Sarah Brady is the daughter of Bo Brady, who really is a Kyriakis. So, and Victor is his father. So it makes Sierra Victor's granddaughter. Xander's real name is Alexandros Kyriakis. He is the son of Titus Kyriakis, who is Victor's brother, which makes Xander Victor's nephew. Okay. Now, here we go. Makes Bo...
I'm confused.
We got it.
Not surprised.
Yeah. Oh my God. Bo and Xander are first cousins because their fathers are brothers, which makes Sierra his second cousin, or as some people say, first cousin once removed. So Sierra Brady is related to Xander Cook. So the next time you see Sierra getting a little attitude or a little thing in her face,
That's from the Xander side.
in the blood.
exactly, it's the Kyriakis blood.
Yeah.
So if it's a little toot, that's kind of works. So that's my Look Who's Related this week.
Awesome. Well, and now we go on to Mark's Quote of the Week.
Yeah.
All right, so I have to give a shout out to Derek Hazelton because I almost went with his tweet because it was when Paige told Bev, keep JJ away from your father.
Yes, that was a good one.
I was like, it may have to be that because I wasn't really getting much. However, on Friday,
the 12th hour.
Brady saved the day. So
Brady.
Brady's actually getting my quote of the week. Sorry, it's a little long because it kind of builds into, was when Daniel says, can we put a lid on it? Maggie and Victor don't know. I'd like to tell them myself about the engagement. And then Brady says, oh, trust me, I'll let you do that. Eric says, well, just let me know when you drop the bomb. And Brady says, and make sure Victor has his heart.
Oh, yeah, he said that's how he did say that.
Oh, it was the best. So Brady,
That was
Eric
a good one.
Martsoff gets my quote of the week.
Yay. And of course, as you guys know, we are celebrating Day's 50th year this year. And so we like to take you back and remind you of some very memorable moments or characters. And this one is no exception. And this hashtag, Those Were the Days, will be presented by Mr. James Lott Jr.
Hi. Okay, so this one is actually a really special one because it takes real life and puts it together. It's very rare that something that happens to an actor or an actress in real life is actually brought onto the screen. It's happened once on Young and the Restless years ago, where Jeannie Cooper had her facelift live on television on Young and the Restless. And it was being done in real life. So it just rarely ever happens.
I did mine behind closed doors.
They did it wrong.
Take? That was a good take. Good take.
Okay, you're on my side of the table.
Yeah, so in 1984, Suzanne Rogers, who plays Maggie, at the time she was Maggie Horton back then. That's a great picture of her, actually. She was diagnosed with a rare muscle disease called myasthenia gravis, which made her face puffy, it made her droop, and she was actually forced to leave the show for a minute to recover. Now, at that point, she was the longest running character on the show, and she still is today, actually. She's 42 years on the show. She's the most original. Like I said, she was only off for like maybe a little less than a year, but other than that, she was on the whole time. So she had to kind of take time off and recover, and then when she came back, they decided to make awareness of this disease, and they actually wrote it into her storyline. And she went through the whole process, and she was actually went to remission like the actress did in real life in 1995. And she is still in remission today. Then when they killed off Mickey Horton in 2010, they actually brought back the storyline briefly. She started having symptoms that she had all those years ago. And not in real life, but on the show. And they actually had a big spread. I actually found the spread on something recently where they were talking about it's going to come back into the storyline, be meaty, and then they actually dropped the storyline. But they just gave her like a little symptoms here and there. But it's Maggie Horton's myasthenia gravis, which is a real disease, and she's actually in remission. They wrote it onto the show. And those were the days.
Look at that.
Yeah.
There we are. So let's quickly go into news and gossip.
Okay.
And news and gossip. So, really quickly, I want to remind you guys that Ari Zucker and Sean Christian are having an event this weekend for Arrowheart. There are a number of events that are happening. There is a screening of a movie that Sean Christian is in, followed by a Q&A. There's also beer and wine tasting. So all sorts of events.
Where's this?
It's
Michigan.
in Michigan. So if you are in that area, make sure you visit arrow-heart.com/events to find out how you can meet up and hang out with Ari Zucker and Sean Christian, and how you can support her charity, Arrowheart. Also, this past week, if you guys weren't aware, I like to play a little game called Spot Tony. Yes.
Yeah.
So this week, I was seen somewhere in Salem. I'm going to give you a clue, Horton Town Square. So make sure you tweet me and let me know where you spot Tony. I love, and use the hashtag Spot Tony. I love when people can spot me in the background. That makes me feel good. Yeah. We also, Wally Kurth, who plays Justin Kiriakis, and his music partner, Christian Taylor, secretly released a song called Big Country Sky, which pays homage to Wally's...
Sky Country or Big Country Sky?
Big Country Sky.
Big Sky Country.
Big Sky Country. Yeah, that one.
Well, it's written funny on the bottom. So it's written twice.
Thanks.
So.
And I flipped it in my notes. Hey,
that's what I'm here for.
Kudos to you. And that moment, it was about you, Mark.
Full circle.
That moment or the spot?
Just that moment.
Just that one. He's like, that's it.
Just that moment. So the song pays homage to Wally's home state of Montana. So I wanted to give you guys just a quick snippet of the song here.
Big Sky Country's where I'm from, where angels paint the setting sun. A raging river runs through the blood of a third generation building son.
Single. Make sure you go to iTunes. I think it's on Amazon.com and purchase it there. Also, speaking of our hashtag Those Were the Days, that was the answer to our trivia question that we posted on our Tony Mark Peter page for the winner of the Dual Coast Events Hot and Sweet Mixer that's happening this Saturday, August 1st, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Westin in Long Beach. It features Christopher Sean, who plays Paul, Casey Moss, who plays JJ, Eric Martzoff, who plays Brady, Billy Flynn, who plays Chad, Daniel Cosgrove, who plays Aiden, and Rob Wilson,
I might go
who plays
late
Ben.
and see if I can find him in a club or something later.
Just don't club him over the head.
I wouldn't do that.
So our winner of the 2 tickets to the Hot and Sweet Mixer is Miss Tina Moore. So congratulations to Tina Moore. No relation. It's not me. So you have won 2 tickets to the Hot and Sweet Mixer. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We'll contact you for all of your info and pass it off to the Dual Coast Events people. If you guys would like to attend the events happening this weekend right here in Long Beach, California, make sure you visit dualcoastevents.com to purchase tickets and find out all information regarding that event. And congratulations once again to Tina Moore. So
that's good.
Now that we've gotten news and gossip out of the way, let's have small chat with Michael and find out more about him. So, Michael, you were on a soap before Days, correct?
On As the World Turns.
Okay. Tell us, take us back to those days when you were on As the World Turns. Who did you play? What did you do? What kind of devious things happened?
It was Rafael Ortega.
Why are you looking at me?
Okay.
You're sitting next to me.
you're
I'm
the-
addressing
I thought you were like asking
I
me.
could do
Like,
this.
I don't know your name.
I'd be like, anyways, so
really.
oh, you're here.
Really, that's what we do too.
Has he been here the whole time?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Day one, meet me in the chat room.
No, Rafael Ortega. It was a boxer, or he was a boxer. Excuse me, and it was back in 2005.
Okay.
Oh wow!
Yeah, a long time ago.
Nice.
And it was brief. It was a 3-year contract role, but
It's the only time I watched As the World Turns.
Which was a legendary soap. It was on for like 40 years, 50 years.
I think prior to it getting canceled, it was the longest running soap.
It was. Guiding Light was, and that was the second longest running. They both started in the 50s.
And they were both in New York.
Yeah,
right?
both in New York.
Yeah.
Both in New York. So sad.
It was a great, great experience. I moved to Hollywood, I think, maybe a year I had been here,
Yeah.
and I got that gig.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was nice.
Nice.
It was a bit short-lived, but I did 17 episodes.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
got to live in the city,
Oh,
experience Manhattan.
I love New York.
Yeah.
See, I can only visit.
Oh,
I
really?
can't live there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite
I
city.
can visit, but then I have to come back here.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little faster than California.
Yeah.
Like just a little too
But
dense.
I like that. I like being able to just get up and go
Yeah.
You know?
and walk, take the subway, get off, walk a bit more.
See, I'm not. I would get confused by the subways. I'm a taxi person. Taxi. Where's he at? Keep it moving. So now you're obviously on days as Kyle. What was the process for you in order to get the role? Because we've heard from previous cast members that they've gone in number of other times for other roles before they landed a role. Was that your case as well? Or?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I've read for Marnie.
Yes.
As the casting director. Wonderful woman, Marnie. And I had read for her probably 2 times.
Okay.
And then I actually screen tested for the role of Paul,
Oh,
Really?
the baseball player, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I tested for that,
Uh-huh.
and obviously it didn't go my way.
Right.
And a few months later, this Kyle character came around. It was right before, what was it, December 16th or 17th, right before Christmas.
Aw,
Nice.
present.
Yeah,
Around my birthday.
right around Mark's birthday. He took that line, he took it right out.
Right. It just, there you go.
I mean, took it right out.
I
of my
know you
head.
were thinking it. I would just vocalize it.
I just love how it always comes back to Mark.
It does. Somehow.
I love sitting here figuring out how is this going to come back to Mark.
Well, that's a good segue because I have a
Mark, I have a question.
Everyone
Do you
is
have a
asking
question?
in the chat room, and was tweeted a couple times on the way here that everyone really wants to know what it was like to live with me.
Oh my God.
All right.
They want to know. Then.
It was.
I
You know what? I'm gonna take this opportunity to actually thank him. No, for real. He did me a huge favor, and I'll never forget it. He really did. I mean, it's not easy being
Michael's roommate.
Here I am giving him all the praise.
It always goes
Yes.
back to him.
It does.
No, but honestly, he's a dear friend, and you did do me a grand favor, man. Out of the goodness of your heart, you didn't ask me for any money.
Oh,
He just helped me out, and I really thank you for that. Honestly,
Anytime. See, I am a good
and I've never
person.
forgotten it.
Contrary to what
I really
Daquan
haven't.
thinks. Yeah.
I really haven't.
Oh, very nice.
Because it's hard being
Yeah.
out here
Oh, no,
grinding, and
Yeah.
you never know. Even this day's gig, I was supposed to leave for vacation. At the end of the year, it gets very slow.
Yeah.
So I was just gonna go back. I'm from Miami,
Okay.
and head back to Florida and hang out, till
Chill
after the
out.
new year.
Yeah.
I was in an acting class that I've been in for a handful of years, and that class landed on a Monday, the last class, so it prevented me from leaving. And my audition came on a Monday.
Oh,
Love to see. I
So
love
I
it.
went, auditioned,
Uh-huh.
and I mean, they read a lot of people.
See,
Hundreds and hundreds of actors go
how
in
fate happens.
for these roles.
I love that.
So
That's
it's
good.
So it
being
had
persistent.
everything to do with living with me.
That's right.
Exactly. Jesus.
So before we have to wrap up,
Quickly, Tony, right?
two questions for you quickly.
Okay.
A, what do you like about playing Kyle? And then 2, what can we look forward to seeing with your character and how he develops?
God. Okay.
Just don't get in trouble with the second part.
Yeah, of course.
Right. So what the first one again was what
What do you
I-
like playing?
What do you like about playing?
What do you like about playing Kyle?
What I liked about playing Kyle, and again, it also, I got to give it up to the writers and the directors, because they gave me the playground. They said, "Look, may I borrow this?"
Yes, please.
They said, "This is the the perimeter. This is your playground, your sandbox.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want in here." And thank you. And with that, I got to really commit to choices that I wanted to make. Nobody, had any premeditated idea of what this guy was going to be like. So I think that's what I enjoyed most. The writers did a wonderful job of giving me an already existing canvas, but it was blank,
Yeah.
and allowed me to come and paint my own colors with what they've already created.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So that's, I hope, does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. It does.
And then what can you look forward to? A lot of fun and mischievous.
Are you gonna get with Paige or no? Are we gonna see Cage?
You see Cage. That's right.
Hey. You gotta tune in, guys. Just tune in. Tune in.
He's good. He's good.
I thought we would be able to like
No, he's good.
Tune in.
make something out
I'll
of
tell
it.
you what. There's a lot of turns, so if you like a fast ride, put your seatbelt on.
Oh.
Because it's about to happen.
Say a prayer.
Okay.
Sit
got
back,
it.
relax.
Okay.
Right?
We got it.
I mean, I will say I've been interested in seeing where the character of Kyle is going to go since they've brought him on, because he comes on and he's like the other drug dealer, and I'm like, what's gonna happen?
Do you happen to know if you have probably 3 more weeks
Me?
on the show? Are you booked for September 1st is what I want to know. And I think these guys know what I'm getting towards.
That's it.
Do you know if you're on the show up until September 1st?
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Well, here's why I ask. Because Ken Cordelle said in an interview, anyone who dies after September 1st will never be back on Days of Our Lives.
Mm-hmm.
He said anyone who dies
After September 1st.
Not implying that your character is gonna die.
Not this wasn't in regards to you, just in general, because he doesn't want to keep killing off people and then bringing them back. So he's made a statement, and he said, you can hold me to this. If anyone dies after September 1st, they're never going to be back on Days.
Okay.
That's a very bold statement.
Michael is so tight-lipped.
I think that
he's like, I can't give y'all anything.
Wait,
I have
we
an
go off
idea.
air, you can tell me. You
Collectively,
can tell me later.
collectively, we can
We have to-
email
right.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Cordelle.
Let's get him on.
Well, you know what? We're good for hashtags here.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we have hashtag bring Jack back, hashtag Maxine's son, hashtag bring Belle back,
Hashtag
so,
pizza rolls.
hashtag pizza
right.
rolls. So we're gonna start hashtag keep Kyle.
Got it.
Keep
So
Kyle.
hashtag
Kyle.
keep Kyle.
That's right.
Yeah,
Kyle.
yeah. So we're
like
gonna
that.
start
Cool.
that,
I like that.
just
I
for
like
you.
that.
Hashtag keep Kyle.
And thank you guys for having
Thanks
me.
for being here.
problem.
Thank you for being here.
coming here.
When you
And-
come back to Days, you can come back to AfterBuzz.
Yes. Before we get cut off, I want to mention a quick prediction.
I had one too.
Something is going to happen November 9th, 2015.
Yeah.
Because they showed the whole bicentennial thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
they were
yes,
very
yes.
specific about showing
Yes.
bicentennial November 9th,
Yes.
2015. And I looked it up to see when November 9th is, and November 9th is a Monday. So I feel like that's a great start of the week for something to totally play
Yes.
out that week.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
something tells me that the week of November 9th,
Yes.
with that
I agree with
bicentennial
that.
thing that they're planning for now,
Yes.
that Kayla's over, something big is going to happen.
I have a prediction too.
What's that?
Because when Daniel was talking to Nicole before they went in, and he's like, "Oh, Parker has a surprise for you," and I'm just warning you, the kid has a flair for dramatics.
Okay.
I'm predicting Parker will be gay.
Okay. There you go. On that note.
Before we sign off, Mark, tell
where you're from,
everyone
where you're from.
where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Lorraine Love, LORAYNELOVE, or on Facebook / the Mark J. Freeman.
And Michael, I know that you are brand new to Twitter, as you did your
I
first
made 'em.
tweet
I
like
made
a
'em.
month ago.
Yeah.
But now you are going to get many followers after this, so
Yes.
let them know where they can follow you.
At Michael Cordelle.
2 L's in Cardell.
That's
Yeah,
right.
CARDELLE. That's at the Twitter.
Oh, and really quick, you have projects coming up that they can
Yeah.
look out for. So where can they find those projects?
Three films. One that I produced and starred in a few years ago. It's called Magic City Memoirs, which should be out October.
Okay.
Very good.
Another Eden is another film that I co-produce and star in, and that I don't know exactly when it'll be coming out, but I know that it's been sold and it's in the process. But it's
Okay.
titled Eden.
Okay.
EDEN, and then the last film that I did also while on Days is called The Body Tree, horror film. First horror film. It was quite fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very good.
it was a whole lot of fun.
Very good.
And that's a co-production out of Russia and Spain. So I'm not
Okay.
too sure.
When?
Yeah, but
Well, now you got to tweet.
Yeah,
Let us
now
tweet
I'll
in,
tweet
so
it
that
out.
way,
So
that
that-
way we
at-
know to tweet it out to others.
Yes.
the Twitter is at Michael Cordelle, and the Instagram is MF Cuba.
Okay.
Cuba.
MF Cuba, CUBA. MF Cuba.
Now the MF in my mind came up totally
Yes,
wrong,
okay, right,
but
exactly,
I'm
we
just-
get it.
Mark Freeman?
James,
You can find me at Black Hope LA, BLAKHOPELA, and you see me on AfterBuzz in like 10 shows.
And of course, you guys can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com. Again, Michael, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
joining
guys.
us today.
Thank you.
Hashtag Keep Kyle. And thank you guys for joining in. We will see you next Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for another Dishin Days.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you
later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.